Heated topic across communities in the St. Louis metro. Should data centers be allowed? If so, where? And what are the long-term impacts? Good evening to you. I'm Corey Stark. Thanks for joining us here at 10. A city that's been in the center of the ongoing data center debate is St. Charles. A one-year moratorium is already in place, but now a more permanent ban is on the table. And our Jordan Burrell spoke with residents in St. Charles ahead of a meeting tomorrow night, getting their thoughts on the data center debate.
Our town is small and we should keep it small.
Robert Torbisky and his friend Michael Lynch walked along St. Charles' historic Main Street on Sunday.
Accessibility to a lot of different things to do. You never really get all too bored.
The two say they like the development and growth of St. Charles, but draw the line at data centers.
I hear and I've read the reports on how much water consumption that they have and how much data that it would form and use, and I'm not really here for it.
6 months after a year-long ban was put in place, that's still the sentiment of St. Charles residents ahead of Monday night's Planning and Zoning Commission meeting. Commissioners will consider an ordinance that would permanently ban data centers as a primary use citywide. This comes after a proposed data center off Elm Point Road in Highway 370 drew public debate, ultimately being withdrawn by the developer.
We end up borrowing a whole lot of water supply from St. Louis every year anyway, so adding more water consumption to the list doesn't really seem like the best idea.
In a city memo, John Boyer, Assistant Director of Community Development and Planning Manager, says city staff and officials have reviewed data center impacts nationwide, including the water use, power demand, and noise. The ordinance would define data center, detaching it from warehouses and not listed as a permanent or conditional use anywhere in the city, allowing the ordinance to prohibit data centers.
I think overall it would be better to have them in more rural areas where away from small towns and places.
Armstrong, who lives in Florissant, says he loves historic Main Street and would like to see more development like that. The ordinance wouldn't ban server rooms or data processing inside existing businesses. At a meeting in August, St. Charles Regional Chamber president said the temporary ban was a bad idea.
Imposing a temporary ban risks signaling uncertainty at a time when other regions in Missouri and across the Midwest are actively recruiting these companies and reaping the rewards of their investment.
The Planning and Zoning Commission will hold a public hearing on the ordinance on March 6th. They will then have to vote to amend the zoning code to adopt the ordinance. In St. Charles, Jordan Burrell, First Alert 4.